Hey y'all, N4H&H here, and that's my brother W4KWM's RV there. And I know some of you do POTA from your RVs. In fact, I know Kurt, KB9JQU, been working him. He's been out in South Dakota operating from his RV. So I want to show you how my brother's got his set up. And that's him walking there with that bucket. You'll see what the bucket's for here in just a minute. So let me go around and we'll check out what he's doing. This is where he parks the trailer, but he's readying it. We've done soda outings, go out for a week. Some of those videos are already up on my site, but all right, so we'll watch him how he sets this up. Okay, so that's your mast. Yeah. The mast stores in there in that little cubby hole, as we say. And that's a 5-gallon bucket of
about 40 pounds of cement.
Yeah. It's still setting. Said he put it in there last night. And then there's his mast. And then he's getting his antenna out. That is a NY4G end-fed half wave from ny4gefhw.com, our friend Ariel. And we affectionately call these antennas Ariel's Ariel. And that's also the same antenna we use for soda. Summit's on the air. So he's going to unwind that and connect it up here on the mast. We'll be right back.
It's a 32-foot fiberglass telescopic mast.
Where'd you get that?
I think it's called the Mast Company, Barbell Line.
Yeah.
Not picking up as much.
Okay, so he's just walking out. There's the RV over there, so he's just walking it to find out how far out the mast is going to have to go. Well, you do just live right on the edge of civilization, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Snakes, deer. There was a snake over there the other day when I was out there playing.
Poisonous or?
No, black snake.
Oh yeah, well they're fine.
He just kind of laid there and watched me.
It's going up there near where your doublet is. Isn't that the doublet up there?
Yep.
So that's 40 pounds of concrete. Looks like you could probably fill it up a little more, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to keep it where it'd be easy to manage.
It's holding it though, but
I'll put feet on the bucket.
all right, so the antenna is deployed. Okay, so for the feed point in, you see out there's the mast holding up the wire, and we'll stretch that out here in a minute. When we're out hiking for summits on the air, we use a trekking pole to hold up this end, but there were trekking poles in the house, and this was laying here, so Wayne just grabbed this fiberglass rod, and you want to keep that. That's probably marginally close to the ground. We'll see what kind of SWR we get with it. Okay, so how does the coax get into the RV? How about that?
This is a 2-inch bulkhead connector, and underneath coax runs.
Oh, is that the one you bought at Hamfest?
Yep.
Ah, Huntsville Hamfest. That's what you had in mind when you were looking for that. Okay, so then there's coax that runs up into, we'll get into the RV in a minute and you'll see where the other end of that comes out. So Wayne's gonna go out there and move the bucket a little further out so we can get the wire stretched up. I'm gonna hold this end here just so it doesn't pull over. And you know, it's not critical that wire, I don't know if you can see it, it's so small. This is Soda Beam's wire. It's not critical that it's perfectly straight, okay? Okay, so Wayne is now stretching out the counterpoise. It's an end-fed half wave, and yes, it will use the shield of the coax if it has to for a counterpoise, but Ariel's, or I should say NY4G, provides a connection on here for a counterpoise. So comes in, yeah, there it is right there. So, and if you do that, then it'll use that wire as a counterpoise, and that's a much better counterpoise than relying on the coax. So all right, we'll head on in now and hook this up to the radio. Okay, portable ham shack.
That's for the 2-meter connection, which is on the front. Marked it orange so I know which one it is.
And of course we have an 891 there. And let me zoom in there so you can see. There's Anderson power pole connectors down there. And then the coax comes in next to that electrical outlet. So he just connected the coax. And next he'll connect the power down there.
This is my soda shorty, but it reaches. I've got a long one in the house if I need it.
Oh yeah, you got the mic extender. Okay, so we've got a POTA station, I think, tuned in here. Yep, 7212, it's W5MPB. And for those of you who may be wondering, yes, he made the side rails for this radio, my brother did.
No, this is the activator.
Oh, I see, that's who's, yeah, the activator is K4NKU. He's at part K3779. Okay, so look, let me show you a little something here. Digital noise reduction, okay, you see that? I want to show you something. If you turn it on and you use any level below 9, you're going to get that watery sounding digital artifact. So those of you who have a FT891, you got to know 9 minimum. Pretend 1 through 8 do not exist. Now another thing, we're on the 40-meter band. We do not need the RF amplifier, the first stage of amplification. So I'm going to engage IPO. Listen to that, magical. Remember, forget your S meter. You're going for signal to noise ratio. See what he's got his width set at. All right, 2400, that's the default. And contour with sideband, he's got contour assigned to his C key. You can just go into the menu, find contour, and long press the C key to assign it, or whichever one key you want to put it on. And with sideband, the magic spot for contour is 2000 hertz, plus or minus. And it'll just help subdue that noise. All the AC radios these days have contour. I'm just pressing the multi-knob to get back to the main screen. Looks like a YL has taken over for this frequency. Okay, now we're at the front of the RV, and you can see down there, there's the other connector. And that is for VHF, UHF?
It's a second connector
for whatever.
I've got a plate that goes under the jack and it makes a stand for the mast.
Yeah, cool. And that's the one you're going to use your
This will be the J-pole.
for the roll-up J-pole.
Oh, that top section came in.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, if you use one that's made out of this carbon fiber, folks, you have to have a standoff up there to keep the antenna away from the carbon fiber, because the carbon fiber does conduct. Okay, well there you have it. Both ends of the RV set up for an antenna. So Wayne was telling me that that water cap for the coax connection there is available from Amazon. So there you can keep that sealed when not in use. Side note in this video, just wanted y'all to see, that's the ZS6BKW, that ladder line you see, that's where Wayne has his mounted way up that tree. And that thing just, man, it just gets out everywhere. Some of you who have been watching my channel for a while have heard me talk about Wayne's magic dirt. This shale rock here, that's what I call it, magic dirt, because from this location, I mean, he worked Japan for a 5.7 with 100 watts using that ZS6BKW, but the ground here is just full of this shale, so I call it his magic dirt. Okay, so we want to show you one more little bonus twist here. So Ariel, who makes this antenna, actually sets it up as an inverted V quite a lot, so Wayne has just moved the mast to the center of the wire. He's going to raise it up and we're going to turn it into an inverted V. Wayne's field engineering here, another one of those fiberglass rods. He's just trimming it a little bit so that he can fit that carabiner over it. Just going to use this for the inverted V support. So now that mast is about middle ways of the wires, making an inverted V. So let's go see how that works. Hey y'all, so we're inverted V now, and I'm hearing my friend Kurt, KB9JQU. He's at Park 1467. Let's see if we can work here. I want to show you a little something here. So without IPO on, even with digital noise reduction, at 9, you're still going to get some digital artifacts because you're just slamming that DSP chip with too much to do. So if you got that much noise, hint, hint, you don't need an RF amplifier. Go to IPO. Well, listen now, my friend Kurt's popping out of there. Let's see if we can chase him. We've got the antenna configured as inverted V now. Okay, handing the camera to Wayne. I'm gonna try to work Kurt. I'm going to splatter in just a bit. I'm going to go to width and narrow it. I narrowed the width to 1950. I am using contour. Contours at 1970. 1970 hertz. We got storms in the area. Hear all that crackle.
Alrighty, thank you so much for working up there. Station IS to stand by. Come now, please.
And he's holding court, isn't he?
QRZ.
November 4, Hotel, November Hotel.
Station ending hotel.
November 4, Hotel, November Hotel. November 4, Hotel, November Hotel.
Roger, roger. That's the way I thought it was. Hey, Doug. What's the word, Doug? November 4, Hotel, November Hotel, N4H. Hey, Doug, you're about a 4444 get into the park, QSL.
QSL, Kurt, you're 55. We've got some storms in the area. And I'm sitting in my brother's RV. We're actually testing his system, FT891, into an Ariel's aerial, an NY4G EFHW. And we've got it configured as inverted V right now, running 65 watts. And I'll stand by for Pete.
Aerial, inverted V, configuration, put out of the RV, Doug. All right, Houston, take it up.
73, and I'll stand by for Pete. QSL, Pete, and you're also 55 here in Georgia. And thanks for the park. You guys have fun. 73 from N4, HNH. How about that? Okay, folks. Whoops, sorry, put the finger there. Thank you, Wayne. And so there was my friend Kurt and his friend Pete. They're Kurt is KB9JQU and Pete is KB9JQT. Yes, they were licensed together. They took their test together, and they're out activating for POTA today. So that's cool. That our first two contacts on this rig being POTA operators, Kurt KB9JQU and Pete KB9JQT. So that was awesome.